We are the dollars and cents.
Before I get started, this video is being sponsored by Luxador Niche Perfumes, but as always, all opinions are my own. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Well, today we're going to do just another first impressions video, maybe an update. We'll see how far I get with these guys, but I really just wanted to check this brand out and see what they had to offer, guys. But yes, I was sent over a couple of fragrances from Luxador Niche Perfumes from the fragrance brand. I believe it's Parfum AE. Parfum.ae, I believe is the name of the company, and there's just a lot of different names here. So here's the box. It says right there, Parfum AE, says on the front. It says, let's create together. Now they have a line called Mixology, which is what they sent me this time around. It says same, different, which I'm guessing is going to be part of the reason why they put the fragrances in this box, guys. But yeah, we have a line called Mixology, and we do have two they did send me. Now, I did see somewhere else online that someone else got 100 ml bottles. I was a little upset about that. I didn't specify that I wanted a full bottle because I like showing the full presentation, but they sent me a couple of 10 mils. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not going to be upset about that, but I just like getting bottles. So maybe in the future, if we do another video, you guys can help me out, guys. But we do have two fragrances here. One is called Two Kings, and one is called Pheromone, which we'll get to the Pheromone thing in a little bit, guys. But these are supposed to be like mix-ups, I guess. It's called Mixology, but mix-ups of a couple of two or three, or I think maybe even four fragrances at a time to create one fragrance, guys. And so the Two Kings is supposed to be a mixture, and it says right here on the box, of Aventus and Baccarat 540. Sorry about the glare there, if you can see that. And the second one is supposed to be a mixture of Narcotic, Molecule O2, and Another 13, which, going back to the first one, guys, we know that Aventus is obviously a popular fragrance from the House of Creed. Baccarat 540 is from Maison Fragrances, MFK. We'll just say that, guys. I always mess up his name. And the Narcotic, I did not know was from Ex Nihilo. I've never tried that fragrance. I've tried Molecule O2, although it's a very light fragrance, and that's from Eccentric Molecules. And Another 13, I believe, is from Le Labo, guys. So I'm just curious which one I want to start with. I'll probably start with the Pheromone just because that one's the least known that I know of, guys. So let's go ahead and just take a look at this presentation right quick. You probably already saw most of it. They do have a bunch more creations that they created, but right now this is just the two that I have. It says Mixology there. It says, what if I mix? I do like the way they look, though. I do like the color scheme and the branding. It looks nice. Nice seal here of cellophane. But we'll go ahead and get this out of the plastic, and that way we can take a look at the bottles. All right, guys, so here is the box for the Pheromone. It says number 7 here. Go ahead and take this out of the box. Nothing too crazy. It says Mixology there. It says create the scent you'll love. I think I saw on their website that you can create your own scent as well. Don't quote me on that. But here's the box here, and we're going to go ahead and take this fragrance out. So we do have looks like a pressurized, I believe it's pressurized atomizer. Nope, you can unscrew it. And they probably made it handmade. I'm not really sure, but you can unscrew that. So if you guys want to reuse this whenever you're done with your own fragrance, I guess you can. I thought it was going to be pressurized, but it's not. It does just say Pheromone number 7 there. Yeah. So other than that, not too much going on with this fragrance. I don't know a lot about the Narcotic and Molecule 2 and Another 13. I've tried them, the second two, but I've never Narcotic. But I do know that for sure that the ingredients were sourced from Switzerland. And well, I don't have the bottle, but they do come with a magnetic lid, and they're vegan and cruelty free. I will just say that about the brand. So let's go ahead and give this fragrance a first impressions. I'm going to wear this one on my left hand, and then put the other one, the Aventus Baccarat, on my right hand. So we'll go ahead and just start with the Pheromone now from Mixology. See what it brings to the table, guys. Okay. Yeah. Now that starts off clean. A little woody, fresh, a little powdery. Yeah, smells nice. I wish I had more experience with the Another 13. The Molecule O2, I think that those are the Eccentric Molecule line. If it's not the full version, it's a very, very light fragrance. And I want to say that I read online that this one was a little bit lighter because it has that in it. But it's also one of those fragrances that you don't think is on you, but you can still smell after a while. Leans a little bit feminine. Something in this. It might be the Fleur Narcotic. from Ex Nihilo. But and that's what it was. It says narcotic on the box, on the label here. It says narcotic, but it doesn't say fluor narcotic, which I believe that's what it's supposed to be. Now, if it's not, then I apologize, but I thought that's what it was supposed to be. Because I tried to look up other fragrances that said narcotic, and I couldn't find them. But I will say this one is a little floral, so that's why I do believe it's the fluor narcotic. I'm getting some florals, some citrus notes, I think anyway. Little vetiver. And yeah, very clean, very fresh, a little earthy. Yeah, not a lot going on with this one right now to where I can say it's leaning heavily one way. It's just really what I just sort of described. But it smells nice. Time will tell if it's going to be strong enough or not. But I do believe it's going to be a lighter fragrance because it smells a lot lighter than some other ones. But it smells nice, guys. This one leans a little bit more feminine with the floral note. So I will say, I mean, it does come in the purple box or the whatever you want to call this color, lilac or whatever, light purple. So if that kind of gives you any inkling on what you're going to get, and that's going to be what it's going to be. But right now it smells nice. Like I said, leaves a bit feminine, and we'll see where this one dries down in a few minutes, guys. But I want to get to the two Kings. I went ahead and took it out of the plastic as well, guys. But yeah, this is going to be 30% perfume oil, extrait de parfum. I believe both of them are extrait. Yeah, both are extrait de parfum, and both are 30% oil. These 10 mils are $15. They have an Amazon store, so I'm not taking you away from their brand. Their store on Amazon. These are, I believe, $15 on Amazon, and the 100 ml bottles are $68. So pretty affordable if you like what you're getting. But the two Kings, now it's funny because a while back, this was a very popular blend. So obviously they're hearing the trends. They're on Fragcom, and they're getting to hear what the people want. Let's go ahead and try the two Kings and take the sleeve off. I'll do like the red and black color scheme on this one. Same presentation. And we do have the same bottle here, guys. So this one I'm going to know better because I did own both of the original Aventus and the original Baccarat Rouge. And yeah, like I was saying before, people always said that you should blend those two. And it was a good blend. I thought it was a decent blend. I think because they both have saffron and jasmine. That may be what lends them to each other. But as we know, the DNA for Aventus is a lot of pineapple, blackcurrant, apple, and birch. There's other stuff going on with that one, but I'm just saying those are the main notes that everyone really gravitates towards first, guys. So here is the two Kings going in on this hand here. Okay. Yeah, definitely a sweet pineapple. It's definitely a very, very sweet pineapple. A little bit sweeter than the original Aventus would probably give you, unless it's a certain sweet batch. But it's crisp pineapple. I'm getting the green apple or the apple. Yeah, woody. I'm getting the birch in this. Getting the black currant, so it's nice and crisp with that note. Yeah, smells nice. Getting the Baccarat in there as well. Getting the saffron and the jasmine. There's a little bite to this one. It's definitely a decent blend of the two because I'm getting the best of both worlds. I'm getting that crisp, fresh, juicy, fruity opening of Aventus, a little bit of woods, and that fruit punchy type of smell that Baccarat Rouge brings to the table that I think is the saffron, but again, you guys are the experts, not me. That's just my years of trying these fragrances, and I sort of figure out over the years what are the notes that stand out the best, but I still could be wrong. Yeah, I think it's a decent blend of the two. You're not getting too much of one or the other. I will say they probably had to add more of the pineapple and the apple to kind of get past that saffron, because the saffron note in this, or whatever that fruit punch note in this, is very strong. But I do think it's blending. Do think it's blending well, and I do think that if you're a guy who liked Baccarat Rouge but thought maybe it leaned a little bit too feminine, or you just smelled women wearing it all the time, because that was my case. I never smell guys wearing Baccarat. It's always women. This might be the one that will kind of push you over the edge to to go, okay, I can finally wear Baccarat, but it has a little bit more of a masculine feel to it. Because it really does. This one has a little bit more of a, I don't know, a little bit heavier, muskier vibe. It's sharper, a little woodier, I'm guessing. There's a little bit of sharpness in here. There could be some woods. But yeah, there's a little bit of soapiness in this one. I'm not really sure where that's coming from, but I'm getting a little bit of soapiness in this one. Yeah, guys, but both are decent. Right now, I'm leaning towards the Two Kings just because I'd probably wear this one more than the narcotic, but that could change. Or the Pheromone. I keep calling it the narcotic. This is called the Pheromone. And I will say this is definitely leaning more feminine. Very floral. Floral and clean. Yeah, maybe they sent me this one because they thought that I could just get a perspective of females and male version of their fragrances. Although I think that's when they said this was unisex, I will say this heavily leans floral and feminine. Yeah, not a bad smelling fragrance. It's a good blend. It smells really nice. I wish I had more experience with the other fragrances that are mixed with this one, but it smells nice. Yeah, so the Two Kings has gotten way more sharp and way more, I think maybe blackcurrant heavy. It's a lot more crisp. It's a lot sharper than I expected it to be. But it smells nice, guys. Yeah, so those are my first impressions of Two Kings and Pheromone from the house of Luxador Perfumes, and the brand's called Mixology. I believe that's the name of just the fragrances because they mix them together, guys. But have you tried this fragrance, guys? I'm going to leave all their information down in the comments below. I'll probably leave their Amazon link as well as just their website link. You guys can check them all out down in the description and check them out. But if you try these fragrances, guys, let me know your thoughts on these because I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about these. Again, I wish I would have gotten a full bottle, but that's okay. I'm sure I'll use these at some point. But they smell nice, guys. So if you guys have tried these, let me know your thoughts on them down in the comments below, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching our video on my channel. If you like this video, please click that like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications for future first impressions videos, and fragrance content just like this, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There, you'll find fragrance photos and future contest winners. And as always, until next video, you guys take care. Thanks.